Hello, Another Bird here. And in this video, I wanted to take a quick look at this original LocTote bag. Live more, worry less. These are bags that are just little tote bags. They're sold, however, to be slightly more theft resistant because the material is made out of a slash resistant material. And they also give you a little padlock. And then these bands right here, when you pull it tight, there's a couple of almost like little rivets there that you can put your attach your padlock to. So if you needed to secure the bag, pull that up. Push that through there, and you can then secure your bag like that. You can take this and you could wrap it around some sort of railing and attach it to the padlock as well to further secure it. And that's the general idea, that you have this slash resistant material with the metal banding in here and the padlock, and you have a tote bag that's going to be a little more theft resistant to carry your stuff in. Yeah, that's the general idea. These can be pretty expensive. They run anywhere from $60 to $120 new, depending on the model. I was able to find a nice cheap one on eBay. I'm not going to be cutting it up. If you want to see a video of it getting cut, check out the Lockpicking Lawyer. He's got a video where he tests cutting it. I'm going to keep mine. I did want to take a look at the lock though, because for a company that's called LocTote, I wanted to see what sort of lock they have. I believe this is their original model, so they do have different locks since then, but I do believe they're all this sort of sesame style combination dial lock. Yeah, but I believe this is their very first model. On their website, they do call it high security. I think anybody who looks at this can tell that it's not a high security lock. I don't think anybody's fooled by that verbiage. You can see the bar is not very thick, so it wouldn't be too hard to cut. And there's only 3 digits, so it won't take that long to try every combination. So I don't think that it's super misleading. I think people that buy this lock know that it's not super high security. But nonetheless, I did want to see how good it was, even knowing that it was just a sesame lock. Sometimes you'll see these locks, these combination locks, and they're really poorly made. I've seen ones that are so poorly made, you can actually just pull down on the discs and you can see the gaps with your own eyes. You don't even need a decoder. That's not the case with these. I can't see them. And when I used a notch decoder, I personally couldn't feel them. And one other person tried when I took it to a tool meeting, and they also couldn't feel them with the decoder. So that's a +1 for the lock. What they do that is a little different is they have super deep false gates. So every disc has 4 false gates and 1 true gate, and they do it alternating. So they'll skip every other one. So that means if the true number were 1, then all of the odd numbers would have a false gate other than 1. And that has the advantage of if somebody just pulls on the shackle and starts trying to go through numbers, they very quickly get caught on these false gates, and they're going to have to stop and push the shackle in, and it's going to take it slightly longer for them to try every possible combination than if they could just straight scroll through them. So that is the advantage of it. The disadvantage of it is once you know how it works, you can quickly get an idea about what the true combination is. So you can pull on the shackle. Okay, this is stuck, so the true number is one of these two is going to be a false gate because this is getting stuck, or the correct number. We turn it to 3, it freely spins, so we know, okay, the second disc must be an even number, because then we get caught. And then we turn this one, we turn it to 3, we see it freely spins then, okay, we now know disc 1 and disc 2 are going to be even numbers, whatever it is. So we only need to try 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 for both of these 2 discs. And what that means is once you know that information, you don't have to try 1,000 combinations. You only have to try about 250. So it means you can try the combinations even quicker once you know that little trick. I personally don't think that's a really big security risk for these, though, because I think that just in learning that trick, or even watching this video to learn that trick, is probably going to take you longer than it would to do all the combinations. So it's not like a major security risk in my mind. It's probably more helpful to just keep people from brute forcing it super quick, which is what I think most people would probably try to do. So just having the false gates there to catch people up a little bit is probably a good thing. But yeah, it's certainly not a high security lock. But at the same time, if you're spending $60 or $120 on a bag like this, you can go look around and you can look for a lock that's a little more secure. Maybe some sort of disk detainer lock, or just a nicer pen tumbler lock, if that's what you want. But obviously, these aren't really high security bags. It's just to give you a little more theft resistance. So I think in that end, it does its job, and it's kind of a neat little thing. Yeah, I'm definitely glad that I could get it on sale. I wouldn't personally pay that kind of money for this bag myself, but you can look around on eBay and you'll see them on there, and they run a bit cheaper on there. I think I was paying closer to $20 for this one without the combination. But yeah, it's a neat little bag. Not a bad idea at all. Just in my opinion, a little pricey, but kind of a cool thing. Anyways, that's all I got on it. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments below. And I hope you all have a good weekend. Outside of this, I may start making less videos. I'm relatively busy with a couple of other projects I got going on right now. If I do videos, I might start doing them on Tool's website. That's something I may try to help out with. So I will certainly let y'all know if I make a video on Tool's website too, and I'll probably post a link to it or something like that. So that might be something to check out in the future. And I think that's all I got. I think I've rambled on enough. Thank you all for watching. Take care.